Yeah, you want to try to get a lot of time on it and set yourself up for a good P2 rotation. And as we look at the start of this map, we're looking at the POV of Electric MC making his way to this P1 site, see if he can find an opening kill. Houston Warhol already there collecting that opening 6 seconds. Electric MC does start off with an opening kill. His teammates follow up with another kill behind him, and there we go. We got a contested hill, and we got Paris Renegades pushing up for trying to get this mid stairwell control as they collect time on his heart.
Yeah, and a great start for the Paris Renegades, as you know they have a good break on a bad side of the map. So you know that's what you want to see if you are them. They're still trying to push out this time, make sure they get as much time on this hill as possible, or at least contest as much as they can, because you know, obviously they start on the bad side of the hill, but the control does go over to this P2, and you know, Houston Warthogs seem to have some sort of control here for sure.
Yeah, they are there first. We're looking at Zenny right now. He's taking control of this early time of this P2 right now. Looking at one battle, going up to those top P2 stairs, seeing if he can get the kill, but Zenny is still playing his life down here in this P2 hill. He jumped up the top rope, seeing if he can find a player going towards the back before he finally gets taken down by Downers. It's a 20-23 game led by the Houston Warthogs right now. Currently, the Paris Renegades are collecting some of this hard point time, but you can see that it's going back and forth with 2 kills right there by Zenny and Corners.
Yeah, and Snoop starting out pretty hot for this Houston Warthogs camp. 5-2 off the break, trying to jump back into that time. Super Perp trying to shoot over him, but Paris Renegades looking for a way to break here. Houston Warthogs trying to develop somewhat of a lead. Snoop staying alive on a 3 streak for now, looking to take down Electric MC, but he's kind of surrounded here, but he chased him down and gets that kill. Now with 5 seconds left, everybody's focused on that P3 time. Corners is here, looking to make some sort of play, but he gets taken down. The push coming in through the plat side of the map, but for now, Paris Renegades have a lot of solid time here.
Yeah, they got this time, and they got the close bond right now. Sending Dak on another reroute, trying to make sure he can try to break it through fire area, but he doesn't know Electric MC is sitting on this top third area, just being sneaky, being a little rat before he finally gets taken down. But there is 2 kills that follows up by the sides of the Paris Renegades, followed by a third right there. You can see Super Perp currently on a 4 streak right now, doing what he needs to do for his squad as his team collects his hardpoint time. 57-38. They're still just collecting money on this P3 hill, which everybody calls the money hill. You can see that Houston Warhawks did do a great job of flipping for spawns, but Super Perp is just making the reads and all over on that as he tries to get his glide bomb. He's looking for that last kill, but the rotation is on right now for the Paris Renegades and the Houston Warhawks.
Yeah, and the Paris Renegades get that spawn out to the back warehouse area. Let's go on board with Super Perp as he is on a 6 spree, looking to get that glide bomb. But for now, Houston Warthogs getting the time. He does take down Corner, so he will get that glide bomb. But for now, let's see if this break is able to come in. Super Perp still alive, does get taken down by Dak as he's patrolling over that outer train side area. Nate does come in, and it doesn't seem like Houston Warthogs has been able to get maybe as much time as they wanted to on this hill, but they still have some time to work with Snoop, just playing his life. But with the spawn flip, it looks like Paris Renegades, you know, they're kind of getting what they want here out of this time, and Maddie on a 5 might find his way to another glide bomb of his own. As I say that, he does get taken down, kind of caster cursed right there, but you still have the glide bomb in hand for Super Perp, and that's a W at the end of this first rotation for them.
Yeah, so you see them trying to get the last of that P4 time, but nobody. The Houston Warhawks are going to get the rest of that time. The rotation is on for this P5. Dahmers is playing top the third area. You can see that he got Electric MC playing underneath him. That's Maddie underneath him, but Corner start off with a nice 2 kills as his P5 jumps off. You can see the closest player is going to be player 1. That's Super Perp. He's going to start collecting his time for his team, but his P5 is just being mixy and nobody's collecting time. Snoop is making a nice big plays against 2. There's 3 that goes down for the side of the Houston Warhawks, and they should be able to get on this hard point.
Yeah, but as you say that, Dahmers comes in and picks up a huge 3-piece. That's the 4th as well, and they're able to jump back onto this time. You know, they're looking good for the last rotation, or the last hill of this rotation. Zenny and Snoop do get a couple of kills to really get them off the time here. Ooh, Zenny gets a big kill right there on to Dahmers, and that kind of cements that rotation to the P1 area. Paris Renegades doing great in the slaying department as of now. You know, they're definitely out slaying as all of their players are positive right now. But if you're Houston Warthogs, it can all bounce back for you on this P1.
Yeah, the start of the second rotation, P1 is where things can start off. Electric MC trying to jump out the window, but he gets taken down by Zenny. Then there's another trade. Maddie gets Zenny, but he gets traded out by Snoop. We got Houston Warhawks currently on this hill, protecting right now as these players, Paris Renegades, coming from the spot side. Dak, he is watching these stairs, trying to pepper up some players, trying to back them up, not letting them get inside this hard point. But there they go, Snoop with a nice two-piece. Houston Warhawks are doing a great job right here, E-Cash, of holding down this P1.
No, they absolutely are. They're using this hill to get themselves back into this game right now with 20 seconds left. I mean, Paris has completely given it up. They've completely turned their focus to this P2. And Snoop, being the only one here, you know, it's going to be hard for him to defend this now. But with that 20 seconds of scrap time, Houston should take the lead here. They're going to have somewhat of a 5-point lead going into this P2. And P2, this is a hill you can definitely break if you play it right.
Yes, and there we go. We're going to start off with Dak, see if he can try to break. He's going all the way to the back, but he did not see that player outer dock. That is Maddie playing outer dock, just being a nuisance under outer dock, but they are going to try to break in his press. Denny with a nice little nade. He did jump in for a quick second, but he's getting gunfight. The battles are being won inside the hill by the Paris Renegades, so that first attempt out of break for the Houston Warthogs unsuccessful.
Yeah, Dahmer's trying to make it mixy here. Electric MC just making sure nobody can cross. And this could potentially be back-to-back, you know, 60-point hills from both of these teams. You know, Houston had their way, or had their time where they hopped in there for just a moment, but Paris was definitely able to hold that for a majority of the time. But with 14 seconds left, it looks like Houston has the rotation to this oh-so-important P3 money hill.
Yeah, you know, last time Paris Renegades started off with the money, with you know, collecting a lot of money on this money hill. So now we're going to see if the Houston Warhawks can try to return their favor on this second set of rotations as they start off with the opening 5 seconds right now. You can see corners and is just watching the back. There is 3 that kills that just went down for the side of the Paris Renegades as they break in right through the platform side and flip the spawns for the Houston Warthogs. Dahmers does know players coming from this Warthog from this platform size as Paris Renegades are collecting this hardpoint time.
Yeah, I mean, they completely flipped the script there, and that could be the game changer of this game. You know, Houston Warthogs, if they find the time there, they might be able to get the lead back here, but instead, they're forced to re-break the hill, and while this re-break is successful, Paris Renegades has shifted their focus to that new hill. Looks like Corners is trying to make a play around the back, but he gets spotted out, trying to just play that nuisance role as the rest of his team push up, but as he gets taken down and Snoop gets taken down, it's going to be tough for Houston to find a break here in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, and they're just all coming up from this P3 fireside, so they got a journey, and they're going to run right into the gunny of Electric MC. Let's see if Corners can try to get this kill, but Electric MC quickly repositions. He gets Corners, and that's a big kill for Electric MC to stop this break coming from this outside looking for 3. He finds 3-4. He finally gets traded out by Snoop. Dahmers is still collecting that first that hardpoint time. 30 seconds of proof on this hardpoint for the side of Paris Renegade as they got a 197 to 146 lead.
I mean, look at the slaying numbers from Paris Renegades right now. You know, we said we expected a lot from Super Perp, but right now, you know, Super Perp is doing his thing, 21 and 15. But Electric MC and Maddie really are the stars of this hardpoint right now. Electric MC 26 and 17 with that SMG. Maddie 22 and 14 with that automaton. And that's really the difference maker there when you look at the slaying points. You know, if they weren't slaying as hard as they were, then this game could be definitely a lot closer, but instead, they're playing fantastic, and Paris Renegades have a huge lead behind it.
Yeah, 223 to 148 as this P5 jumps off. Snoop is trying to get some kills, but he finally gets taken. That's 2 kills. 3 kills, or 2 kills, well, my bad. 2 kills by Paris Renegade. Nobody's currently on this P5, but they're trying to get the kills that they need. Super Perp just made the nice super read on to the Houston Warthogs. They accrue this hardpoint time now. It's 230 to 152. They only need 20 seconds to win the game. They could win it here if nobody from Houston Warthog breaks it. But as I say, that Snoop does come in for a break to try to get the last 20 seconds of this hardpoint time.
Yeah, they're trying to make sure they can't win it here, but they still have time to do so. Electric MC finds his way back into the hill corners, trying to shoot him from that top fire area, but they're double stacked here, and they're trying to make a push through that left side of the map. They get the kill on that time, and now they have an opening to focus on this new hill now, and they definitely earned that victory here on Berlin.
Yes, they did. They played good. They just rotated when they needed to rotate, but most importantly, like you just kept mentioning throughout the end of that match, through most of the time they were against the Houston Warhawks. So they currently got a 1-0 lead in this series. This is currently map 2 right now. As we look at the Houston Warhawks, take the bomb, looking like they're going towards this B site. Look like they're going towards B site. Well, never mind. Look like they're going towards the A site. Then he has made it doesn't know where he wants to go right now with the bomb, but it's Top Life, it's Jake, and we're getting into this Berlin Search and Destroy.
Yeah, we absolutely are. Dak getting a huge pick onto Electric MC off of the break. That somewhat opens up the A site, but it looks like the Houston Warthogs still want to go over to that B site. Maddie playing patrol on that outer dice area. The nades coming out. He gets taken down. Make it a 2v4 situation. The team shots come in, and that was quite the quick round, Top Life.
Yeah, once the information was figured out, was called out, you can see that the players of Houston Warhawks just did what they needed to do to get into positions, throw nades where they needed to throw nades to get in position to win the gunfights. And that's how we can see a quick round and a win for the Houston Warhawks to try to tie this series up 1-1. But it all starts with opening map win right there to Search and Destroy.
Yeah, looks like they want to go toward this A site, and it's going to be Zenny here all alone. The question can be, how many will he get? He has the info that they're trying to, flood him out here. There's 3 Paris Renegade players all around him. Zenny waiting for that one player. He gets one. Is he able to get the second? He does. Ooh. Big 2-piece out of Zenny, but Electric MC on the other side, getting a kill of his own, but Dahmers now finds himself in a 1v3 situation. And this is going to be a tough one to win, Top Life Goon. You got bombed down, and the Houston Warthogs are teaming up right now.
Yeah, they're teaming up, playing together as a team, and you can see corners going on a long flank to watch the back because they know that the bomb is. I don't know if they know that the bomb is currently down by his A side, but Corners is making his way to the back. Look like he's going to run into a couple of players, but Dahmers is just taking his time, watching every corner, looking at trying to check every angle. See if he's going to find one. He does see the corner, does see his shoulder, but player 4 plays his light, run right into another gunfire of the Houston Warthogs, and that is a 2-0 victory for the Houston Warthogs. And Jake, man, that was a great opening start off by Zenny.
I mean, we didn't necessarily say it like before this match started, but in my opinion, I feel like the Houston Warthogs like best mode as a team is definitely Search and Destroy, and they're showing it here right now. They start up 2-0. Zenny's on a 4. This is a great start for them. I mean, Paris Renegades have only gotten 1 kill so far. This is a huge momentum shift after that Berlin hardpoint.
Yeah, and then you can see that they're going towards this A site now. It looks like Paris is only sending 1. So let's see if is that Dahmers could make the play that Zenny just made, but they just keep punching each other with the door. Then he does have the nade, but he just got the nade probably got thrown right back in his face, waiting for his teammates to jump in. Now they got, and that's actually Electric MC here. All 4 other Houston Warthogs are here. Nobody from Paris Renegades have made the adjustments to rotate over. They did jump in. Electric MC to get the first blood. Electric MC get the second blood, and that is him doing his Zenny impression. See if he can get 3, but no, he gets taken out by Corners to make this a 2v3 for the Paris Renegades.
Yeah, let's see what Super Perp can do now. He has an idea of where these players are. Snoop right on the other side of that door. He slides into him. He gets one. Last player is Corners at this outer side of the map. Let's see what he can do. This would be a huge shift for the Paris Renegades if they could win this one. Corners gets caught dead in the water, gets taken down, and that was quite the interesting round. We saw Zenny and Electric MC multiple times door bashing into each other. I mean, that was a fun round, I'll keep it honest. Electric MC with a big 2-piece, and that's a big start. First round on the board for Paris Renegades.
Yeah, man, Paris Renegades, that was a great round, behind the gunny of Electric MC, and then Super Perp to have his back with another 2-piece to currently be on a 2 streak. for Super Perp, but we're gonna see if these Houston Warthogs can regain on this defense. The bomb looks like it's making its way towards this A site, looking like they're only sending one player towards A, and that is Zenny. Maddie is gonna take his time by playing the back right now, just trying to see if he can find anybody over here from the Houston Warthogs. Zenny's the first one up, but he gets taken down by Super Perp. Look like this A is all clear. Zenny, Snoop is trying to play this top fire spot, but that gets a kill on Maddie. Snoop gets another kill on onto Electric MC to make it a 3v2 for the Houston Warhawks.
Yeah, Super Perp finding himself in a 1v3 scenario. If you are Paris, you're definitely okay with Super Perp being in the 1v3. He resued Dak, gets the kill, but that was a close one. Big win out of Dak to close out that round. If he doesn't get that win right there, this definitely gets mixy for the Houston Warthogs. But Dak clutches up, sitting at 5-2 on the map right now. And yeah, Houston Warthogs looking fantastic on the S&D side of things.
Yeah, 3-1 right now. After, just a big bounce back round after they lost that offense. And it probably felt like they probably should have won that offense round. Just moving like a little too slow. But now here they go with this bomb. Looking like they're going to go to this B site. Maybe a quick B site. There is 2 players from the Paris Renegades here. So let's see if they can try to be a nuisance. And they do. There's a nade right there that finds Zenny that gives the Paris Renegade the 4-3 advantage.
Yeah, and now they're playing off of their back foot here. Paris Renegades know that the Houston Warthogs are trying to make their way to that B side of the map. We got Maddie just patrolling this B site, just playing slow, but I think they might have an idea that they're wrapping out, which they're not. They're just waiting for Paris to make a mistake here, and this game has come to a standstill here, Top Life.
Yeah, at a standstill that it is right now. The bomb is moving up. Corners just trying to put shots down at this B area to try to force these players out. Zenny, Snoop, who currently has the bomb, is making his way to this P2 building, trying to get through the back, trying to see if he can find anybody. He's like they said, they're trying to make a play. He finally crossed over this B site. They know he's here, but Maddie makes the call. Dahmers finally takes out corners. Snoop goes in there. He gets taken out by Maddie. Leaves Dak, the last man alive. A 1v4. Let's see if he can make the read on Electric MC. He does make the read on Electric MC. So he knew the player was behind his back. Dak, the last one alive. He just got to a little creddy spot, and they just ran right by him. He just let the time run out. Dak just played streaks, played his life, and there's Paris Renegades winning a round to make this Search and Destroy close 3-2, Jake.
Yeah, Dak just playing his streak there. He's on a 4, I'm pretty sure. Wants to keep that alive just in case he can get that glide bomb. The streaks, are super important whenever you're playing any type of search and destroy map. So Dak, wisely playing his life, but Paris trying to fight their way back into this game as now it sits at 3-2. But they find themselves on the offensive end yet again. Maddie looking for the cross there, but he didn't see corners. Corners still patrolling out there, but he does get spotted, so they have an idea of where this one player is. They know if corners is there, there's probably nobody in that B site, so they bust right in there, get that bomb down, and this is quite swell out of Paris, but Super Perp does get taken down. 3v4 situation. Houston looking good.
Yeah, they're looking good. You see corners right here on the outside of this bomb, trying to throw a nade, trying to bounce it off the wall, see if he can get a player. Zenny does get a kill onto Maddie, which makes it a 4v2 for this B site retake. Dahmer's the last man alive, playing this back little warehouse area. Snoop is making a play. Let's see if Snoop can find him. Snoop does not see it. Snoop did see him right there. There's the last kill. 19 seconds to go on the clock. Dak finally does get on the defuse, and Paris Warthogs win that round, even though it was kind of close. It was a slow round.
Yeah, I mean, Snoop wasn't seeing Dahmers there for a moment there, but he does end up getting the kill. He takes him down, and Dahmers almost making that sneaky little play, but Snoop wisely going around the backside. So, big round win for Houston. They find themselves up 4-2, and if they can win this offense here, that's where it gets to dangerous territory for this Paris Renegades.
Yeah, man, they can win this offense right here. It'll be up 5-2. 1 round away from winning this series up. Looking like they're going to try to do it by going to this A site, but it looks like they're only sending one guy towards his A site. That was then he finally realized his teammates did not have his back. So he's backing up, going and try to play this mid. Houston Warhawks are just trying to take their time because they know that this round right here is going to be a big important round if they can win this round.
And a big kill out of Maddie. They nade stunned and it did enough damage to kill him. So that's a big first blood for the Paris Renegades. Houston now forced to pick up that bomb. And I think if you're them, you want to rotate out to that A side of the map. But it's going to be Electric MC here waiting for these players. But he gives up his spot here. Houston Warthogs trying to rotate out, but Snoop is trying to sneak his way into the back.
There's Super Perp right there with the kill on the Snoop. You can see that Dak is playing right here with corners out here in this outer train area. They do get one before he finally gets taken out. Dak is trying to get the trade, but he does not get the trade currently. They do know currently where Dak is at in his back train platform area. He's running away, playing his life, trying to run around, but he finally gets figured out, and Paris Renegades win this round to make it 4-3 to try to keep it close, but they know that they got to keep winning these rounds and try to win the Search and Destroy, because if they let Houston Warhawks win 2 more rounds, the Search and Destroy is over.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big round for Paris to win. They send it to 4-3. And, like we said, if Houston's able to win that one, it puts it into dangerous territory for them. But instead, Paris Renegades buy themselves a lifeline here. This offense, oh so important for both of these teams. I know Houston doesn't want to let this one get tied up. Paris on the other side, looking to fight their way back into this game. Shots being traded across the map. Super Perp on his lonesome here at this outer dock side of the map. But they're doubled up here. Dak and corners here, as Paris trying to fight their way into that B site.
Yeah, here they go. Everybody bust the door open, see if he can find one. Oh, corners with a nice opening first blood onto Maddie, and there's Super Perp with a nice trade on it onto corners to make it a 3v3 still. The bomb is currently down on this B site. Let's see if Dak can find Super Perp. He does find Super Perp to make it a 3v2 for the Houston Warthogs right now. They're both in this P2 building right now, and they're not close to this bomb. Dak is playing this like right in front of this B site building. You can see that Snoop is playing in that fire building, and you got corners or Dak currently close to the bomb right now.
Yeah, bomb's still down with 19 seconds left. If you're Paris, you probably want to get a kill before you plant this, but that's not a good sign, as Dahmer's left in a 1v3 situation gets taken down. And now Houston Warthogs find themselves up 5-3. And, one round win away from the W, but we know how Search and Destroys go. Top Life Goon 5-3 is definitely has upset potential here.
Yeah, 5-3 is always an upset potential, especially when you got it in the Search and Destroy, because you need one map. You just need one round if you're Houston Warthogs. So, you could get a little aggressive. You could, force some things. But if they stay disciplined, they could win it. But Paris Renegades, they have nothing to lose here. They know they just need to win round after round. And that's what makes things tricky if you're on the opposing side of that.
Yeah, they're trying to make a coordinated push here into that A site. Zenny slides on in, but the kills coming in for the Paris Renegades. Dahmer's and Electric MC as the duo pick up 2 on separate sides of the map. Snoop found a seam here to the back, but Super Perp reads him. Corners in a 1v4 scenario. He does get one, and if you're corners, you just want to get as many kills as you can get to try to cement that round 11 defense if we do go that far. Looking both ways, 3 players on this map, and he gets taken down.
He gets taken down. It's 5-4 Paris Renegades right now. Like all they're in right now is just win a round mode right now. Well, both teams are pretty much in that win a round mode, but it's just it's I don't know. It's hard, like you said, when it's 5-4. That defensive team somehow just gets a little spark, gets a little taste of the overpowered bars or something. I don't know, Jake, what it is, but they just keep fighting on that back end. But Houston Warhawks right now got a chance to end it right here on this defending side.
Yeah, and they don't really have anybody in this A site. You got Zenny holding that back planters area. You got Snoop holding that backfire, but they can really just run in here right now, and it seems like they have done so. Looking to get that bomb planted. I think they spotted Snoop for just a moment, but now they have this full site control. They get away safely, and now it looks like they're going to quad hit through the planter side, but Zenny looking to take a route here.
Yeah, Zenny is on the route, trying to go all the way to the back, see if he can find one, but he gets spotted out quickly by Dahmers. That's Zenny going down 3-4 for the sides of the Paris Renegades to try to force this overpowered run 11. Electric MC does find shots on the corners, but he just backs up, gets away with his life. He knows he's playing the clock. Snoop is the last man alive for his team, so this game does not have to go to this deep round 11, but he gets spotted out from the stairs, and we are here, Jake. We are here at an overpowered round 11.
Yeah, we're sending it to a round 11 here. We said this had upset potential, and yeah, it looks like we're going here now. Both of these teams have fought it out to the end. Paris making the comeback all the way to this round 11 after being down to 5-3, up 1-0 in the series. And you know, if you're Houston, you really need to close this one out if you want your series hopes to stay alive.
Yeah, they gotta do it here, and they got offense right now, and like them playing, you know, a decent offense right now. But they're super perp with the first kill on Snoop, but Dak trades out super perp. Electric MC gets corners. Zenny gets Electric MC, so it's a 2v2 right now. Bomb still close to this A site. They have A control. I don't know if they know that or not, but Dahmers is watching over. Dahmers did put some shots down on to Zenny, who currently has the bomb. Maddie is going to try to play this outer train area. He's running as fast as he can because dead silence is pop. Zenny is the last man alive. He is making his way to this B site. Does Zenny have the ice, Jake?
Let's see if Zenny has the ice in a 1v2 situation. Looks like he's trying to drag these two players to the B site and go back to A, but they have not bit upon the bait yet, as Maddie's still waiting here in secret, and it becomes a 1v1 scenario. Zenny versus Dahmers. Dahmers watching over that A site, and Zenny wraps all the way out to B. The bomb should get planted here, and Dahmers is not ready to he's playing the 50-50 here, and I completely understand that. With 7 seconds left, he does opt to rotate out, but Zenny still alive here in that B-bomb site.
Yeah, Zenny alive in this B-bomb site. He just gave a position right now, shot a couple shots, see if he can find Dahmers. No, Dahmers does win that round right there. And there we go, folks. Paris Renegades clutch it up to win this search and destroy, bring it back from a 5-3. And now Paris Renegades are up in the series 2-0. And I do got to put a disclaimer in the chat. I'm sorry for being early, chat. I forgot we were on a delay.
It happens, Top Life Goon. I mean, I'm sure everybody was excited. We got to go to that round 11. It comes down to execution here when we're talking about Berlin control, and it looks like off the break, Paris is going to be going forward to that B site off the break.
Yeah, getting that B side out the way seems like it's the most likely play when we see this Berlin hard point. But the kills are going in the favor right now of the Paris Renegade. That's 2 down right there for Paris Renegade to send these players from Houston Warthog. Well, actually, Houston Warthog players are currently on the defending side. So I was currently I messed up that call, but you can see that these players from Paris Renegades are currently on this hill right now with those kills down, but they finally get broken by 2 players from Houston Warthogs.
Yeah, and they're just trying to make it mixy here. I mean, we see player 3 still alive here, and they don't have any idea that he snuck his way to that outer side of the map. Dahmers just waiting for his time to strike, and it looks like Dak is going to be playing toward that Dubs area, and he had no idea that he would be there. They have that tick into play, and now he's getting pinched from both sides. He sees Zenny crossing, but Corners looking to find a way to sneak his way back in, but as these kills are coming in, some team shots come in, and Paris Renegades find their way onto that A site.
Yeah, they got Maddie over here on this A site, accruing that first segment right there. You get the kill feed right there. It's just going in the favor of the Paris Renegades. It just got 3 down. Maddie's looking for 1, but he gets taken down by Zenny to stop that second progress at A. at A site right now. The only player at A site right now is Zenny. These players from Paris Renegade, they're pretty spread out right now. Just trying to get a couple kills, trying to get map control right now. But right now it seems like the map is like pretty even in control.
Yeah, they find their way back onto that A side. And I think the problem here, if you are Houston Warthogs, isn't necessarily the lives. You know, the lives are staying close, but it's the progression of both of these players, and that was a lot of hit markers through that piece of wood. My golly gosh. Dahmer's still fighting his way onto this point. And like I was saying, it's not the kills. I mean, they are down 4 kills now, but that is, you know, not a big deal when it comes to the kills. But at this point, they've gotten the A site, and there's 2 ticks on B already. So even if Paris lose this round, it's still a 5-tick round for Paris.
Yeah, it's still 5-tick round. Snoop's the last line defense onto that site. Zenny get a nice kill on Maddie. The kills is 12-10, so the Houston Warthogs are starting to get these kills down into their favor. There's 1:05 left on this clock. All the Paris Renegades really need is this one good break onto this hill, and you can see them getting this segment. But Snoop right there with a nice kill. Maddie trades out Snoop before he gets traded out, but Electric MC and Maddie with nice 2 kills, and they're finally on this hill, and look like Jake, that could be it. Let's play on this hill.
The contest has come in. Zenny gets the final kill on to Maddie, but now Zenny here all alone. Is he able to get the kill? He does, and that is very important in the grand scheme of things. But Super Perp has found his way behind all of them, and they're not ready for it as he gets one, sitting at 9-6 so far in this game. And this pinch is just so annoying, and now Corners finds himself in a 7v0 situation, and Paris Renegades win round 1 of this control.
Yeah, they got the round 1 of the control. I started off on the wrong sides of it, but when I finally caught up, I saw what was going on, and that was just a great round by the Paris Renegades to mix up the hits, to mix up where they was going in the hits. When they finally got done with their capture, only needing 1 capture at that B site. 1 break was all they needed. They got the break, and there they go, winning that round 1. But as we see that this Houston Warhawks, they look like they're going to take the same approach and go for this B site.
Yeah, Super Perp trying to keep the gunny up, but he gets taken down by Zenny. The pinch is now coming in from Maddie, trying to make a play onto this point. Don't know if Zenny's ready for it. He doesn't get the kill onto Zenny. He actually does. The pistol coming out as well. Big 2-piece onto Zenny and Snoop there. Corners left in front of him as well, but no progress on that B point off the break for Houston. But now they turn their eyes to that A site, and they got a triple stack going on it right now. So it's going to be tough for Paris to break here.
Yeah, you see Corners right here in this P5 area, just doing a great job of playing his life. Dak with a nice kill on the Dahmers. They got a 2-life lead with 1 segment progressed at this A site. Finally, there is a contest, but you can see Dak and Snoop are just doing a great job of just playing together, making sure they get 2 segments at this B site. Snoop is now working his way up through fire to this P3, trying to put himself in a good position for when the team starts going for this B site. And it looks like Zenny has already made his way to this B site.
Yeah, they got 2 ticks onto A, and now they're finding some progress onto this B as well. They got 3 stacked here as well, and that's the 2nd tick already coming in. Player 3 trying to come in from the backside. That's Dahmers, but Zenny slides out and takes him down. Now they have to turn their focus to that A site. Both A and B have 4 ticks. This is a huge bounce back out of Houston Warthogs, especially if they can get all 6 ticks, considering that Paris, while they did win the round, they only got 5.
Yeah, Houston Warhawks just now got that A site secure, so they just added another minute to the clock. Now they're working their way to this B site. It's a 1-life lead for the Houston Warhawks as they're making their way to this B site. And you can see that the kills are just going back and forth. No team really had the advantage of this B site. You can see that Paris Renegades are currently pushed up to the front, to the back of this train site, and 1 in this P5. So Paris Renegades currently do have map control, but Dak takes down Dahmers, and there goes Corners with another kill. So now you can see Houston Warhawks making their way to this B site.
Yeah, and if you're Paris, you need to apply some pressure onto this B point. I mean, there's 2 players stacked on here. They could capture this right now. The contest does come in, but the Cap does as well. Houston Warthogs win that round and even things up at 1-1. Big bounce back out of Houston.
Yes, big bounce back, and they got the offense. They did exactly, almost exactly what the Paris Renegades did, but the difference that the Houston Warthogs did was they made sure they completed all the captures on that B site. So now, like you said, got the one tick advantage if that round 5 is needed. And like we might be going there the way those first 2 rounds have started, Jake.
Yeah, you know, both teams looking fantastic off the break of this map. Paris trying to fight their way to that B point yet again. They only got 2 players here from the Houston Warthogs to shut it down. Dak does get the first blood, but Snoop's still alive in this outer side area. Super Perp with a big 2-piece to open that up, and if you stack that point, you might be able to cap it here, but with only Electric MC on it as they add a second person to it, that gives Houston some time to work with to try to work their way around.
Yeah, now they still got 2 players on that B site. 2 segments are off on that B side. For the contest is finally there. Zenny with a nice 2-piece, currently on a 3 streak to clear that B side. It did open or relieve the pressure to let Downwards make his way to this A site. Now Maddie is there to join him, but there goes Zenny currently on a 5, looking for 6. See if he can find 6. He cannot find 6. Electric MC is there to shut him down. Now he's accruing this time on this A site.
Yeah, the second tick is almost coming in, and it should, especially with Super Perp getting that big 2-piece. The next question is, can the third tick, and Snoop trying to find his way in to shut down that progress, but it was a little bit, you know, of a tough situation as it was a 1v2 on that site. A control does go in the favor of Paris Renegades, and now with 2 ticks on B, they just need to find their way onto that B point for just a moment.
Yeah, just all they gotta do is like just for that first round, they just get 1 good break. It's gonna start with Maddie going on this nice little pinch route, this nice little flank. He does get 1, see if he can find 2. He gets the second kill. Now he's looking for 3, but he gets taken down by corners. But that was a great job of being a nuisance. It's an 18-4, 14 life lead. Now it's Dahmer's turn to get up here, but he finally gets taken down. Electric MC is currently on this site, and there is Paris Renegades taking the offense right now, getting all 6 rounds. Like I mentioned before at the beginning of the broadcast, it just been an offensive-heavy Berlin so far.
Yeah, I mean, 3 offenses in a row for Berlin, and let's look at Electric MC, 23-12 on this Berlin control. And I mean, that is an all-star performance. We got Super Perp at 20-16 as well. This Paris team playing fantastic, and now they're opting to 3-stack the B site as they have an idea that Houston may come here, and the kills are all coming in for the Paris Renegades. Maddie with a big 2, Super Perp flanking his way around, picking up that player steps, and now Snoop left all alone as he gets taken down. I mean, that's a tough opening for the Houston Warthogs as Super Perp is already here on the new time.
Yeah, he made his way over there, and then he got taken down, but look at Electric MC. He's currently on a 6. He's looking for this last little kill so he can go first, so he can finally get streaks out. And he finally get that kill, and that is the glide bomb for Electric MC. And he's still on that B site. Then he takes down Matt. They got 2 players on this B site, Houston Warthogs, 1 player on A. So even though the kills were just going in the favor of the Paris Renegades, these players have made Houston Warthogs have made their way to the B site and have 2 sticks of progressions on that site.
Yeah, and if you're Paris Renegades, you might want to de-tick that B point, as you know, you want to just have as little progress there as possible. The A has 2 ticks into it now, and if you're Paris, you might want to just chalk it, but Dahmer's trying to make a play. He picks up 1, he picks up 2. Last player alive there is Zenny. He's just trying to regen here. Does he get the good timing onto Dahmer's? He does play his life. He waits for his teammate Electric MC, who has that glide bomb like we were talking about. I mean, 28-13. This guy is doing it all for Paris right now. Can he get another big 2-piece? He almost does, but just the kills themselves, just it completely pushes back that Paris Renegades lineup, or that Houston Warthogs lineup, and it just allows more time to fall off the clock before it you know, that 8 cap comes in.
Yeah, they did finally come in. So now you got these players from Houston Warthogs trying to get this B site. They do have 1 segment and a half progressed at that B side. Now the second segment is there. They do have 2 players on this B side. So Electric MC tried to make the jump through the window. That may have cost his team the round right there. And there's another offensive round, Jake. We're going to a round 5. It's definitely going to have to go through kills. And I don't know who has the most kills right now. So you got to see this line up unless you know, Jake.
I don't know. If you have the round 5 here, you might want the offensive end from the way that this game has been looking. And look at that. It's Paris Renegades with that offensive side. And, you know, maybe somewhat blessed there as they have the glide bomb. They have some stuff to work with as we go to this round 5. Electric MC's been frying so far, but Houston Warthogs quad stacks that B point. They totally gave up A and are just looking for the kills at that B site. Electric MC flies in, gets one. He gets a second. He's looking for the third, but Corners looking to find his way around the map. He gets a third. I cannot believe it. Electric MC is playing out of his noggin right now. Sliding on another one in front of him. It's Snoop. He gets another kill as well. He's on a 5. He almost gets a 6, but I mean, that is just perfection gameplay right there. Paris Renegades looking to find their way to that A site, but that's a good start just for the kills.
Yes, man. Electric MC is playing out of his mind right now. You can see that these Paris Renegades got one player, that's Electric MC, on this A site, trying to progress the progressions at A. Corners did get a kill on the super perp right here. There is a contention going down on this site. Dahmer's jumping in from the top rope. He does get one. He is currently on that A site, but he gets taken down. Houston Warthogs right now doing a great job of playing this defense, right now, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, the defense is pretty solid from Houston right now. This is not looking like, you know, the other rounds we've seen. I mean, at this point in the round, we normally see 2 ticks on A and 2 ticks on B, but this time around, you know, both teams, you know, playing a little bit more standard. I'd say we get the A point, and there's no ticks on B yet. Maddie, though, trying to make a sneaky play around that outer side of the map, may be the one to kind of mix things up here. He's just waiting for his teammates. But Dak with a big 2-piece. I'm honestly waiting for Maddie to make a play here, but he just needs to wait for his teammates, and there's really nothing he can do until told otherwise.
Yeah, well, he just finally decided just to jump on the point because he was there for too long, but he finally gets taken down. It's 18-15. Lives are in the favor of the Paris Renegade. Dahmers has made his way to this P3 building. He finally gets one, looking for 2. Can he find 2? He gets 2. He's currently on a 5 streak, but he finally gets a team made. Here comes the glide bomb from Electric MC. As he is accruing this time, he gets Corners rushing in from that platform. One segment of progression has been progressed on this B site before he finally gets taken down. It's 15 or 16-8 in lives for the sides of the Paris Renegades. And all they got to do is just play TDM, get a trade for a trade, and they can win this here. But Maddie said, I'm going to get the progression myself.
Oh, and Maddie goes on a big 5 streak to hold the defensive line on this B point. Electric MC with the final kill. Will that be it? And it's only right that Electric MC gets that final kill that was needed, as he was playing out of his mind that game. Paris Renegades take that control 3-2, and they win the series 3-0.
Yeah, they win the series 3-0. Impressive performance behind the game.